This is another little video that I want to touch bases with, and is this launch blade area. What we want to do, we just want to put a piece of carbon fiber inside there, trim it to the correct size. Then we're gonna patch on top of it, use some leftover material in here, and just put another piece of balsa on top of it and trim it off, and maybe another piece of balsa, because this thickness from here to here is about 1/8 of an inch, so we need 2 layers of this. So we're just gonna use scrap for that, for this thing. What I was thinking of would be probably super easy to do. You just take a pair of scissors and cut a piece of paper to size. I'm just gonna do like this. Just you want to fit it in there as best as possible. And I'm gonna make a template first, because I can use this for everything else after that. And and what we want to do, well, we're gonna have this leading edge coming in here, something like that, okay? And we want to fill all this back section and with the balsa wood and the Textrim over there. And the blade is going to be inserted somewhere over there when it's all said and done. Okay, so I'm just going to put my piece of paper, and it has a nice fit to it. And you can just probably just put some pressure over here, make a crease. Okay, we have a crease. And just make a little shape. It's pretty good for what we need. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to use this template for the parts that I need to put inside here. So as you can see, the Textrim is a little bit wide. I'll take a little bit of it off. Okay, put the template on again. A little bit small, it's okay. And as you can see, I'm just going to bring it in a little bit too. So I want to make sure that I stay in between the lines, okay? And I don't have the parts extending past what they should be. It's still a little bit long, so I'm going to cheat. The easiest place to trim it's on the back. Just like that. Alright, that's perfect. I want to have a little bit of gap in here. Alright, so this is good. That's one piece. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my piece of paper. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use the straight edge that's already cut. What we're going to do with this later on is, like, we're going to sand it off to size. And we're going to put some black marker on top of these 2 ribs. And I'm going to sand until we see it start to disappear. Okay. It's going to be a little bit delicate operation, and we can do this at the same time as when we sand off the trailing edge, and also sand off the top of this shear webs. So yeah, well, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just get it close. And what I want to have here on this one, I want to have the shorter one, because I want to have the leading edge lamination against it, like that. So as you can see, the leading edge lamination is going to flow like this on top of it. That's why I didn't put a shear web in here on the very tip. So on one side of the wing, the non-launch side, you're going to have another shear web over here. On the peg side, you don't have one. So keep that in mind for when you do this. I'm just gonna trace it. And actually forget tracing it. I'm just gonna put the template on, use my X-Acto knife and just cut it out. We don't need no stinking tracing. There you go. And it's nice to have a sharp blade. So this should be one piece. Block sand it a little bit. Check the fit. See, I put the ribs a little bit like that, but no big deal. I can sand it off on the taper. There you go. There's the piece. I want to match that. So, okay. I need to cut a little bit from over there. Sanding block does a great job. Okay, check it out again. It's nice. It looks pretty good. Still needs a little bit more. Alright. And now, as you can see, from this point forward, this is good. So basically I have to put another triangular piece in here. Okay, so I'm going to use this as a template again. And more scrap. Turn it around, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. And I'm just gonna cut it off. Let me see if I can get inside the camera angle. And one more thing, it's like it's nice to have a fresh blade. When you don't have a fresh blade, you run into the, could run on some trouble, some problems. A little bit of trouble, a little bit of a problem, but it's best to have a nice fresh blade. See, give me a nice cut, nice fit all around. Okay. So this piece is gonna go in there, and I'm gonna redo the fit. I'm just gonna check it out again. So this is gonna go inside there like that. See, feels good. And if you run your finger, you can find the spot. It's about there. So actually it's the whole piece. So I need to go from here, just cut across like that. There you go. Perfect. Okay. This is good. Alright. So, what's going to happen here is we're going to put the Textreme on. Make sure you remove the piece of plastic off. It's a little piece of plastic that protects it. So you can just put it on like that. And okay, here we go. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a little bit extra. And I'm going to come with this guy in place and just press it down. You don't press down too hard, because these blocks over here, they're a little bit weak, and you can just squish them like that. See that? Just enough pressure. And as long as you put enough glue on the other side, you should be fine. And over. Okay, and on this side, I'm just gonna go down and just drop it in. So here you go. I have the piece right in my hand. give you some of this down and drop it in. And I missed it a little bit over here, just a little bit, it scissored a little bit. That's no big deal, not a problem, because we can take our sanding block and throw it up. And you can see we have two pieces that meet nicely. Alright, we are going to use this second piece of text trim, and I'm going to come and glue the top, put the top block, top sheet of plywood down, and with this one you can just go all the way across, kind of like that, and have the plywood kind of sandwich this in between them. That's going to give us a super hard tip that's not going to break during the launch. You can launch it real hard and really shouldn't give you any issues whatsoever. Okay, so that's this is a little area that I wanted to touch off in an additional video. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start to glue the leading edge.